stumble. And from behind, he's taken down. And for the second straight year, the game ends on a sack.
And coming off the
Good stuff.
wow, we have Darth Vader in the building. What's up, Darth?
Nothing. I'm here to talk about football. How are you guys?
Nothing.
Nothing. Chilling.
I got an
Ruling
orange
the
shirt.
Galaxy.
Festive at least, right?
Your orange shirt guy.
I'm working on this
OSG?
torn. I'm working on this torn labrum over here.
Ruling the Galaxy.
Ruling the fantasy.
Father and son.
I love that, dude. Jeff, I'm not surprised Jeff comes in just prepared like that, you know. But also, is press conference Baker better? A little PCB? Or is Darth, for whom J Bell tolls, better? We got sad Broncos fan.
Been this way for years.
So it's not even
I mean,
Halloween.
is that a costume or just a state of mind?
I have an orange shirt.
I don't have any Halloween costume stuff. So
Neither did I, man. I got creative.
well, I'm not
You did.
creative. So there you go.
I just couldn't pull the trigger on my pineapple suit that I sent you guys. $35 is a lot for nothing.
That's pricey. Dude, Halloween costumes are so expensive. Like we got Jackson PJ Masks character costume, and it's like nothing because he's 4. And it was like $40.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
we have like all the entire assortment of Disney princess dresses, and so we're set for how. It's just what princess do you want to be, girls? And they grab one and they're ready to go.
And yeah, dude, that's so nice, dude.
I
when you have all
got
girls.
I got AJ a giraffe costume.
That's good.
Aw.
And then he is also going to be, I guess, costume number 2 because my aunt went out and got him Baby Yoda.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
I've been eyeing
You
that
should
one
be
up for
Big
the
Yoda.
baby.
Papa Yoda.
Papa Yoda.
I
I
really
wish I
wanted
would
to
be the
do-
Mandalorian. That'd be
Hey,
awesome.
be the Mandalorian. There you go.
This is the way.
I want to do Jack themed every year for Jackson. 'Cause
Oh.
it's Jack. So like I wanted to do Jack the Ripper. Of course, Jen told me no. So there you go.
How about Jack in the
Sound
Box?
of fun.
We did Jack O'Lantern one year.
Jack from what is it? Twitter?
Jack. Yeah, it is Jack.
Yeah.
Jack Skellington. Have you done that one yet?
Ooh.
No, this is the first year he's wearing
That's a
like
pretty
a real
intensive costume.
costume. No, Jack Skeleton can be easy. You just get one of those like skeleton t-shirt pants set things.
Do you guys like that movie?
I've never seen it.
We
Really?
tried to watch
Yep.
it this weekend and we made it about a minute, and the girls were just too young for it.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense.
It's pretty
I
pretty
wouldn't know.
creepy for a 6 and a 3.
I'm not a big scary movies person.
Me either.
Huh. Like
The
horror,
prop-
like thriller? What about like a jump scary or like gory?
I don't
used to
dig
watch
gory,
a lot in
man.
hhy school, but
I never got into that stuff.
Suspenseful?
Like psychological thriller type
Psych-
stuff.
yeah,
like,
those are
like
cool.
Get Up and or Get Out and Us. Shout out Jordan Peele.
Yeah, he's got a new one coming out.
Oh, what's it called? I think I saw a preview for it. I don't know. I do. The thing is about most scary movies, they don't actually scare me.
Oh, it's called Nope.
Right. They're just not entertaining for me. And that's my problem. Like I just, thrillers and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't. I mean, like murder mystery. Okay, cool.
That's different. Yeah. We actually watched Children of the Corn last year, the old 70s flick. It wasn't scary, but it was hilarious.
Let's go. Shout out. I'm tuned on. He's turned on. What? Oh, tuned in. Okay.
tuned in.
Tuned in. Shout out to Disney. Where are you staying, Taylor?
Ooh, Disney.
Dude,
Disney.
Taylor and I have matching.
Oh, yeah, dude. How is Disney going with that? I hope it's good. Have you guys been to Disney yet? Like stayed at like one of those big resorts?
I have.
When I was a
Jungle,
kid.
what's the jungle one? Fuck.
That's the one we stayed at.
Animal Kingdom.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they have a resort now, don't they? An Animal Kingdom resort.
I did. Well, this is back when I was in high school, like for like music in the parks, because I was in drumline.
Shout out to Taylor.
So we stayed in like the musical section. They have like 3 different. They have like a Disney sports, a Disney music, and then Disney something else that I can't remember. Movies, I think it was.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, they should get a Disney fantasy going for like an adult, like an
Well,
adult.
don't they have the
only
the wide world of sport or whatnot that they've got down there?
Yes, they have the Wild World
Mhm.
of Sports. I would love to stay in the Star Wars land.
Yeah, I agree.
I think
got
we
one
have
right down
somebody else
there.
here who would do it.
down there.
Jeff, I'll see you there.
We really wanted to take
see.
Jackson
Sorry,
to the
Darth.
Cars one, but like, wow.
This is very fantasy heavy, guys.
Yeah, I know. We are. We're talking.
We are talking fantasy. I mean, the reality of it is, and if you're an adult that likes Disney, I'm perfectly fine with that. I like Star Wars. I like superheroes. So, you live your best life.
That's all we're trying to do out here.
I can't see your eyes.
You cannot see my eyes, or you can see my eyes.
No.
No, makes us sad.
I have a
Jeff.
mask
lightsaber.
on.
Oh.
I got
I
it
have
from.
multiple
You kind of look like you could be like Anakin or something with like that dark brown coat thing they got going on.
There you go.
Totally.
Obi-Wan
I'm not
Kenobi.
mix matching. I'm not mix matching my costumes, man.
No,
No,
because
don't
we
do
got
it.
Baker on the pod.
I mean, I
Well,
can't
but you
even
kinda
raise my
also-
arm right now. My torn labrum.
You could, dude. You kind of look like Obi-Wan Kenobi, though. Also, like if you look at it, white shirt, sweater.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
do know him.
That's what
I'm him. Oh no.
You are him.
So we
He's
have some
not.
crazy. So we're gonna talk about the craziness this week.
Yeah, we
Of
probably
our-
should.
Bye week. Yeah, it's about time, guys. Let's get back. Yes, right.
A little bit of chaos this week. We do the Matthew Berry rule, and the way the Matthew Berry rule works is if we all select backup quarterbacks weekly. If your backup quarterback enters the game, you get the points for that guy, and you lose your starting quarterback slot. Now, most of us have figured out that in this triple superflex, we put our starting quarterbacks in the superflex, and we kind of have our third quarterback in the starting quarterback spot. But this week, things got crazy, and we had 6 different teams that had to swap out their starting quarterback points, and it swung a couple matchups. So it was quite a crazy week on top of the bye craziness of week 7, and I'm still recovering. I feel like because it was nuts. Last night I needed some things to happen, and they did not happen. So I had a disappointing week last night, but I did win in chaos. And you look at the top of the standings, it's me and Chef there at the top.
Hide the carrots, baby.
Oh, and you're
Hide the carrots. Shout out Taylor. Shout out Taylor in the chat. Hide the carrots. from Taylor.
Shameful. I don't even show up.
So if we look here in the chat, we can see the point differences. It's kind of hard to see.
I
Oh,
went
you
up.
just
I went
switched
up in
it up.
points. I went up in points for the miscalculation
that-
from our league accountant. But
There
I
was
also
some-
went up in points because I had PJ Walker as my backup and Darnold as my starter.
Nice.
You drafted PJ, right?
No, he was my Matthew Berry player.
Who did I pick?
I actually dropped PJ Walker in a deep league this week to pick up Khalif Raymond, I think.
Oh, did you start him at least?
Khalif Raymond?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
started
cool.
him.
So it worked
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
don't
I mean, I wasn't
don't
going to
get a
start
shout
PJ
out for
Walker.
Commish Powers, Taylor. That's kind of messed up.
It is messed up.
What? Shout out Jeff for commission. Yeah, dude, Jeff's been putting in work. We'll have to buy him like a nice bottle or something.
I can send him a jersey.
Dude,
I
you
gave
know-
him a hug at the expo. Wasn't that enough?
Do you celebrate
No,
Christmas, Jeff?
I do celebrate Christmas. That will last. Those hugs at the expo will last from the rest of my life. So you guys don't need to do
Dude,
anything.
same.
Maybe
we'll
I'll
hug
get
you at
a
the next
Christmas
expo.
gift.
Yes, absolutely.
I was going to give you the gift at the expo, so I might as well just send it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Should you tell him now or what?
Oh, he already knows what I have.
Oh, true.
Is it the Ed Oliver jersey?
Yeah, man.
Ed Oliver, go Bills.
Signed.
You-
Signed at Oliver.
Fine, nice. You can see my new
For your
decorum
office.
behind me. So
Yeah, I
I've-
see it, man. You need a
set
jersey
up-
back there.
And you could see the emotion on his face. He's super happy.
Yeah.
I am thrilled. You have no idea. It was this weekend's big project, and to be done with it and feel like I have a little bit of peace of mind and be able to make a little bit of a home studio is kind of nice.
It looks good, man.
I'm waiting. I have so many things I want to put up. I have a Lawrence Taylor signed jersey. I have a couple other signed jerseys. Still got to put up the other sound stuff. It just takes so much out of you. Like Sundays, I watch football, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do it while I'm watching football. No,
No, you're not.
no.
Yep.
And by like 3:00, I need a nap because I'm exhausted from the Sunday tilt in the morning. I'm up at 8 a.m. and going to bed at like 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
Well, you have a baby too, and that
Yeah, that's the part.
I've got
Yep.
3 of them, and
Baby
that makes
Baker.
it difficult because the only time I really got time to do things is in the evenings or at night, and sometimes you're just done, and it's hard.
Hey,
Well, it is kind of like a Halloween week. Any players that you're scared of going forward? Anybody that you definitely want to drop? Speaking redraft terms, I know one of mine, and it's sad. But
Who is it?
Allen Robinson,
Yeah.
see you later, bye.
bye.
Bye-bye. Like, can you even play Darnell Mooney? Like, I don't even know if I can start Mooney anymore after the travesty I saw this week out of Justin Fields.
Are the
Like,
Bears going to be better without Matt Nagy this week?
Are the Bears going
Is he
to
out?
play
He's
Andy
had
He's
COVID,
on,
right?
he's on
He
the
got
COVID
COVID.
list. Yeah,
Okay.
he tested positive for COVID.
Interesting.
So chances he won't be in the building all week. What if they come out and they're a far improved team?
What happens if they come out and they
Nice to see.
put Dalton back as the starter? I mean, I think that might help.
It might help.
It might help.
Fields doesn't look ready, so
Fields is not
we
ready.
knew that.
Being
We
the
knew
guy
Mac
up
Jones was the
front,
only
I
like
mean,
pro ready guy. So
I
Well,
don't know.
T-Law
I
too.
think he's
Trevor Lawrence is ready as well.
is
He's
he?
gonna hang out to dry. That offensive line's bad. Allen Robinson's not trying. I think they need to trade Allen Robinson. The reality of it is,
Yeah.
but the problem is that with the comp pick structure, they're likely to get a higher comp pick than if they were to actually what a team will give up in trade to get Allen Robinson. If I'm a team like Kansas City's struggling right now, and they brought Josh Gordon in, but that doesn't seem to have done too much. But Cleveland's struggling right now with their passing offense. I think there are some contenders out there that should be shopping around Allen Robinson, considering his contract situation. The one piece right now I feel comfortable playing is a Bears running back. The concern with that, Khalil Herbert has looked so good that when David Montgomery comes back, is there going to be a committee there? Tariq Cohen, if he comes back, are we going to nuke the one valuable piece currently out of the Bears offense? And are we just going to be completely screwed here?
Well, I think that when Montgomery comes back, forget about Cohen. He's not going to be a thing.
I think so too.
They extended him, man. He's got like 3 more
Doesn't
years.
They
sure
extended him before he
Bad
got
contract,
hurt, I
though.
thought.
right. When David Montgomery comes back, he gets the majority of the carries back. Khalil Herbert,
Majority, but
the majority.
Herbert
has looked good.
Definitely carved himself out a role going forward.
Carved? Is that a Halloween pun?
Carved like a
Carved
pumpkin.
like a pumpkin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but here's where Herbert is valuable: is that he's going to become a target out of the backfield. I bet you we see 4 to 5 targets go his way a game, and he's efficient with his opportunities, and he's going to get 4 to 5 catches a game. So you're looking at a floor of like 8 to 10 points with him every week, if that's the kind of back he turns into. And with needing to get the ball out of his hands quicker, Fields' hands quicker, that's like a perfect storm, because you've got David Montgomery back, and then you've got Khalil Herbert who can catch out of the backfield. Yes, Corey?
When's Montgomery coming back?
A couple weeks. It's
He
looking
should be-
like
he's clear to come off of IR and start practicing, I believe, this week, but he's not ready yet.
So next week.
It's going to
Yeah,
be a couple weeks.
It might be a couple weeks. But on the dynasty side of things, Montgomery is due for a contract, I believe, next year.
After next year. Because he was
Yeah.
a third rounder, so 4 years only.
So his dynasty value is
Herbert.
definitely going to take a hit with Herbert there. And I would try to sell him now if you can.
Well, in reality, too, if we talk about a new coach coming in, I don't know what's going to happen with the GM if there's a completely new regime and they like Khalil Herbert. It might be the type of thing where they just get some compensation for David Montgomery while he's under contract, get out of it if they're just rebuilding. Certainly they don't have a first round pick and they're shopping. You'd think Robinson moves on. This team's going to be reloading. This team needs, and the frustrating thing, too, you look at their receivers, they've got Darnell Mooney, who's exciting. It's not even like you can sit Allen Robinson and play a young player because they don't have anybody else that you really want to see get out there. And so this roster is just, it's frustratingly depleted. And I feel for Bears fans. I'm frustrated as a Justin Fields truther for the situation that he's being put in, because certainly you want to see better performance from him, but then you watch the game and you watch the replays and it's like there's unblocked guys coming off the edges every single play, it seems like, or he's throwing downfield and the wide receiver just falls down for no reason and it's picked. And it's one of those that he's just absolutely getting hung out to dry.
Guess
nope.
Corey. No, go ahead. Go ahead. You raised your hand. I didn't.
You're right. Yeah, that's the raising
I
hand.
can't raise my hand.
You're like, what's up, bro? Sling it. I wanted to backpack off the comp pick, right? So the comp pick would happen the following draft, correct? Like not the 2022, but they would get a comp pick for the 2023 draft. And the highest they can get is a 3rd round pick. Like Kenny G, the Lions got a 3rd round pick for Kenny G because it's based off APY and a couple other additional factors, the average salary they get. If like, let's say the Chiefs, you brought it up, like trade for Robinson, maybe they give him a 4th, right? I don't know. Could they tag Robinson?
He's already been tagged.
Oh, he's been tagged once, and so the contract would be pretty extreme if they were to tag him, I would think.
Okay.
It's just one of those where it's just, and I think this is frustrating because, as a fan of basketball, as a fan of baseball, usually what we see when these guys are on their final year of their deal, if they're on a team that's not contending, they get an opportunity to move on and go play in a better situation for them, and their teams get draft pick compensation. But the way that it's just structured in the NFL, you just don't see that anymore unless a team's sure that guys just, Terrell Suggs last year, but I think he was released, not even a trade. And certainly Joe Flacco was traded this week, but I don't think that they're counting on any sort of comp pick for Joe Flacco, but it's just one of these that these guys get stuck. And, Allen Robinson, he looks like he's done. And it was an interesting comment today because Ohio State is playing Penn State this week. He's a Penn State guy. Fields an Ohio State guy, and a reporter asked them, do you guys have any sort of bet on the game? And Robinson's comment was basically, we've got bigger things to worry about right now.
Well, they do.
Yes.
So, I mean, okay, so how about this? Here's a scenario, okay? So the Bears, Khalil Herbert's great. Corey, stop it. You're distracting me. I'll put my hands down. So, okay. What if they move David Montgomery and Allen Robinson for offensive line help? You could get a couple because that, I mean, I don't know. Find a team that's fairly stacked that needs a wide receiver or needs a running back's willing to give up a lineman, get a better left tackle to protect Fields. Not necessarily, but maybe it should be. If you can get offensive line help sooner rather than later, you can keep Fields in and we can actually see what he might be able to do versus just letting him get beat up.
Offensive line matters for sure, but we see like the depth problems like Chiefs, they started 2 rookies last week.
No, that's true.
Yeah, usually teams don't have extra offensive linemen just kind of laying around, and that's where it's just not having that pick is just brutal. And you give up a pick for a quarterback, you can deal with that. It's just that they were a playoff team last year, and so you're hoping that pick is closer to 17 than it seems like right now. It'd be a top 10 pick, and so we'll see how that plays out. But what's going to really be available in round 2? They swing around and get a wide receiver potentially to replace Allen Robinson. But even then, offensive line help, maybe an interior lineman. But this team is just, I don't know how it gets to this point.
It gets to this point when you have a GM that doesn't know what they're doing and a coach who's a moron.
Ooh.
True.
I mean, it's like what's going on in Philly. Roseman's an idiot. And he brought in a guy that it's like, I don't know anything about our defense. I don't know what our defense is doing. I run the offense. You're the head coach of the team. You need to know what both that baffles me.
He doesn't know what the offense is doing either, apparently. I mean,
no, he has no clue what that.
I mean, for fantasy purposes, and speaking of like another scary player, Jalen Hurts, man, like great for fantasy, but do you think he stays there? I don't know. I mean, they are in the mix for the Deshaun Watson lottery between them and Ghostface Killer Sam Darnold and the Carolina Panthers. Yeah, Bengals fan, you are definitely echoey.
That's a bad echo. No, they've been mentioned. I don't know that. It doesn't seem like they're high on Watson's list. It's my understanding that they have made aggressive pursuit and Watson has basically put the kibosh on it. And it sounds like Watson wants to go to Miami or potentially Carolina. Carolina's down the road from where he grew up and where he went to college. Miami it's Miami. I think it was part of the reason why. And you look, the division's a little bit more wide open. Buffalo's kind of running away with it, but New England, if they get it turned around, the Jets, you're not really concerned about them. It's
not even with the upgrade at quarterback.
No, but it was interesting today because there was a piece that came out that the Eagles might consider playing Gardner Minshew at some point this season, which it feels very strange that you drop that in week 7, week 8, but obviously a non-competitive loss last week, and then they trade Joe Flacco to kind of clear that depth chart a little bit. I don't know. I don't believe in Sirianni. I think that was the type of situation where they really liked. They really like Frank Wright, and they weren't able to get Frank Wright, and they wanted to recapture some of that magic off the Super Bowl team, and it just doesn't seem like it's really there.
Yeah, I can agree there. Even with adding Devontae Smith to that offense, just wasn't enough. And then they go ahead and trade away Zach Ertz. They, you mentioned that they trade away Joe Flacco, like you said, trying to get some pieces off of that roster to build some room up there. Maybe we see them make a move for some kind of pieces before the trade deadline next, I believe, Wednesday, I think it is, or Tuesday.
Wednesday,
I believe
I
it's
think.
the second. It's Tuesday.
Yeah, it's a Tuesday. So we'll be here for that. So, hey, maybe maybe a nice
trades.
little.
I'm excited. I like trades.
Yeah, we could talk some trade deadline stuff, see what
Yeah.
happens that day. We'll hopefully. Well, I mean, we won't be breaking the news. It ends at 4:00, correct? But hey, we'll definitely be able to cover the news. That's for sure.
Yes, we will. Hopefully there's some fun movement.
Oh, I'm sure there's going to be some pieces being moved. Kansas City, they need another wide receiver. They have interest in Marlon Mack.
That's true.
I think that's a big. I want to see where he lands. I know that they are going to try to get a deal done before that trade deadline for Marlon Mack. I'm interested to see where he can go, especially for fantasy purposes, and not just for his fantasy value, but the value of Cam Akers. The simple fact that he's coming back off that ACL tear, we mentioned it on the DHH podcast
Achilles.
on Sunday night. Oh, Achilles. Yeah, thanks,
Yeah.
Bengals fan. Who dat?
Who dat? Shout out Saints. Shout out Cooter.
Yeah. No, I can't. I don't want to even talk about the Saints last night. Just killed my bets. Ridiculousness.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Yeah, but I mean the Achilles comeback for Marlon Mack, I think that's an exciting thing for him and Cam Akers moving forward. So go out and buy Cam Akers on the cheap right now.
Did you guys see what Sean McVay said about Cam Akers?
No, I did not.
If the Rams make the playoffs, they're gonna play or get Akers back.
No.
Yeah, he said that he's
said
progressing. He's progressing to the point where they believe that if they make a run in the playoffs, Cam Akers will be good to go.
What, for the Super Bowl?
Beginning of the playoffs.
Probably. Why not? Imagine that Akers dude just goes back to the 30 touches, gets the Super Bowl victory.
I mean, just let him rest.
Right?
Let him rest. I don't need him getting re-injured.
If Cam Akers wins Super Bowl MVP, is he the comeback player of the year?
100%. But I think they give out those awards. They give out those awards before the playoffs.
Damn, they do.
Yep.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Can we just?
It's Dak Prescott.
It's Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott.
If it's wild right now because I believe I pulled it. It's like the top teams in the NFC are 30-4 or something like that. The top 5, and 3 of their losses are to each other. So it's,
wow.
You know what? Shout out
crazy.
Bengals fan.
Shout out.
I think Joe Burrow could be comeback player of the year.
Yeah, it could be. How much does playoffs factor into that, or is it more individual?
It's kind of a regular season award.
It's regular season attribute.
Okay.
They vote on it before the playoffs start.
Wow. Yeah, it probably just depends on record and then stat line, but
definitely stat line and how you carry your team and how you lead your team. And both of them are great leaders. I mean, I could see both of them wind up maybe
it's
definitely big candidates for the
they gotta be
for the award. Yes.
Shout out. All right, guys.
Anybody else you guys scared of? Any other players we're scared of? Any other person we're dropping?
I'm pretty done with Robbie Anderson. You know, I've
Yeah,
seen a
yeah,
lot
that's
about
the other
his
one.
amount of targets, the air yards he's getting, and everything else, but it just doesn't seem like it's. I don't know.
It's just it's not happening. It's not.
No.
I
Happening.
think Darnold is the problem there.
Mhm.
You know, the
No.
Darnold experiment is
Not going great.
is not going great at all.
No, but you know, maybe they get Deshaun Watson, and that changes the value immediately. I think it's the type of thing
Of
where
everyone.
if the Panthers were to get Deshaun Watson, if I had Robbie Anderson in Dynasty, I would be trying to trade him before he even played a game, just because we know how, you know, recency bias and the buzz and whatever else of moves can happen. I don't know that. It doesn't seem to me that the action in leagues quite match the excitement of Twitter. And I think that we kind of get wrapped up in Twitter. But then when it comes to actually making a move, people are much more cautious about moves from what I've seen in Dynasty. But if you do get a sell window opened up, the other guy too that I'm kind of worried about is Tyler Boyd out of the Bengals. As good as the Bengals offense has looked, I think it's pretty clear that Jamar Chase is taking over as the number one wide receiver there. You know, T. Higgins, he got 15 targets last week, and I think he's pretty clearly the number 2 wide receiver. The only time that we've seen great production out of Boyd was the week that T. Higgins was out against Jacksonville on a short week.
Yeah.
And so it really does seem like he's the odd man out.
Just to go back to Robbie Anderson real fast, I did pull off a trade with Robbie Anderson. I believe it was 2 weeks ago. I traded Robbie Anderson and a late 2022 second for Darrell Henderson.
Ooh.
Okay.
Win now.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yep.
win
Now
now.
move. I was a little bit disappointed this past week from Henderson, but I think he's getting the
Trying to raise my
volume
hand,
that you want to
okay.
see. So
So here's Tyler Boyd's contract. Starting this year, he has 0 guaranteed salary.
it's interesting. You know,
Let me-
as
let me change
Jamar
it
Chase comes
Could
forward, is he a
could
potential
he
guy
be a
that they
cut
trade?
candidate?
A trade.
I don't see them cutting him.
Trade?
He's just too young, too productive
Trade.
to cut, but certainly a trade.
Look at that dead money. 1.4 million per year is not a lot. So there's 2 more seasons. They could trade Tyler, or they keep Tyler Boyd. I mean, maybe obviously he may not be fantasy relevant, but he could just be a big factor to the team. If Higgins, Chase do miss a game, he obviously can step up. He's proven himself to be that guy, but it's only $8.45 million. That's not that much money for a third wide receiver and a guy on a team that is 5-2 now.
Yep.
5-2, yeah.
So a team that's exceeded expectations this year. Hopefully they continue their success. I mean, I'm a Bengals fan. But 8.25 million, 8.45 million, that's not that much with 0 roster bonus too. There's not much money tied in. This could be a perfect guy. Yes. Sad Broncos fan. SPF.
If that's not a lot of money, could they pay that to me as well?
I'll take
Isn't
it.
that hilarious? It's not a lot of money. We're saying it's not a lot of money, but it is still $8 million.
Dude,
Well,
give
but
me
the
1
reality
million
is-
of those dollars. I never work again.
Give me $100K. Let me invest that in
Right?
Bitcoin.
But the reality is, you've got 2 other guys, rookie wide receivers, guys on rookie contracts. So you're not allocating any money at all to the position. You've got Boyd is the only guy that you're paying. Higgins is going to be cheap for another 2 seasons. Chase is year 1 of a 5-year deal. And so
If they
I
team
think
up,
that, and I think that sometimes in fantasy we have the mindset of how can we find a place to get this player productive in fantasy when in reality, when you're building actual teams, having multiple good players and having depth is a pretty good thing in the NFL. And if you don't have the money allocated and nobody's banging down your door for the guy, and that's where it's frustrating, especially from a dynasty standpoint, that if you have him on your roster, you just might be stuck with a bye-week fill-in that you're hoping catches a touchdown occasionally, and essentially a high-profile Jamison Crowder, more or less. But that's where it's kind of stuck there, especially the acquisition costs that you paid to get Boyd. But in the actual NFL, having multiple good players is a good thing.
Yeah, this is one of those better for the NFL than he is for your fantasy team.
Absolutely.
Yep. But maybe, like you said, maybe a team offers a ridiculous draft pick or player and the Bengals have no option, but they don't have the depth like Auden Tate. Do they still have Alex Erickson? Maybe
the other Mike Thomas.
Oh yeah, Mike Thomas.
Yeah.
Yep, you're right.
How could we forget about other Mike Thomas?
Yeah, I mean, maybe they draft someone. Maybe they do trade him, but
The alternate
I
Mike
like that.
Thomas.
Jeff hit the nail on that one.
He's pretty good about that.
Yeah.
Occasionally.
I just can't. Does your mask light up when you talk?
No, I don't think so.
Or is that? Oh, it's probably just your light. Okay.
I think it's the reflection off my light, maybe when I'm moving around.
That's so cool.
Dude, that is a cool mask.
It's my
I'm
kids,
jealous.
so it's kind of small.
Oh wait, I can see your eyes now.
Can you? Well, like the thing is like falling apart, so the eye part, I can't really see very well. I'm just kind of.
Well, I mean, you look good, man. Thank you for
I
that.
appreciate that.
Yeah, some of us wore costumes.
I can't.
What are you
I
talking
can't
about? I'm a
justify-
sad Broncos fan.
Dude, I could
You're
have
always
bought
a
it.
sad Broncos fan.
I could have bought it.
I mean, I give Corey more credit because he's not a Bengals fan. He's not even a
I am.
football fan.
I
claims
submitted my
he's-
fandom to the Bengals preseason or week 1 or whatever.
Did
Oh,
you
really?
officially
Wow.
send the Bengals anything?
Did you officially have a Bengals on your?
I didn't tweet it out. I didn't say, "Hey guys, breaking news."
Well,
I'm
maybe
okay.
you tweet at the team and they'll give you something, or you can write a letter. You know, the lost art of letter writing. You can write a letter to the team and say, you know, I grew up as without a fandom, and I'm looking to be a fan somewhere. You know, maybe
you're
you get
so
something out of
lucky.
it.
No, I'm a fan of the Bengals. I'll tell them, "Hey, I didn't. I'm never had a fan."
You
to
know,
a
you
team
can write him a
before."
love letter. Say, I've fallen in love with the way that your team plays, and
Yeah.
I'm interested in learning more about the team. Now, the reality is, it's the Bengals, and so they might send you like a free
Chili.
coupon that they have from Kmart or something that they have laying around. They're not certainly
Kmart.
not going to that organization's not going to go out of their way to send you a bunch of swag, but
They'll
maybe
send
they
you-
send you a letter back.
Give me a flag or something.
I just
an
I just
autograph?
pulled commissioner duties in Chaos League because of
What
that.
have you done?
What'd you do?
No. I wanted to make sure that he had a Bengal on his roster. If he's a
Does he have a
Bengals
Bengal?
fan,
Oh, shit, do I?
yes, you do. You lucky ass.
Ooh,
Chris
Chris Evans.
Evans.
That's my
Chris
boy.
Evans.
Nice.
All right.
That's my boy.
Yeah, we have some other minor rules
looks,
that we
though.
probably should be making sure
Oh,
we're enforcing.
I don't
a
think
little
we've
bit
been
more,
dropping
but-
a player.
I look here or there. You know, I
We
keep
haven't
an
been
eye
dropping
on
a player,
things.
have we? Well, hasn't lowest scorer supposed to drop a
Lowest
starter?
scorer is supposed to drop a starter, and
We've never done that.
hypothetically, the starter could be your Tuesday switch, but the lowest person is supposed to be making a roster move every week.
We haven't
We're
done
lucky
that.
that we even get the quarterback draft done
You know,
Yeah,
that's the reality of the situation.
by Thursday.
No, by Sunday.
My son-
Yeah, this week was
past
terrible.
week was not the
Have we all
best.
joined the draft? I know a lot of us did.
Yeah, we all have. Yeah,
Oh.
not all of us in the league, but I think we're waiting on the chaos spot.
That's no one. How do I trade with the chaos bot?
I don't
You
think
don't.
the chaos bot is possible to trade.
Bullshit.
We
No.
might need to hold tryouts recruitment to fill that spot so we can kind of be a little bit more active there. But
'Cause they have like 5 quarterbacks, so that I could use one.
Heart is certainly sad about that's
Chaos bot's currently in
Mike's
6th
supposed to be
place.
in that spot, and so we've left it open for in
We're
remembrance.
keeping the seat warm.
Dang, dude.
All right.
Great team, dude. Mac Jones on the bench.
Oh yeah,
Hurts, Cousin, Matt Ryan.
we
I
tried.
could-
We
I could
tried
use
that
a
sad
quarterback.
Broncos fan.
It's got an extra first. It's got 2 firsts. And an extra third.
What is this? Speaking to
Deshaun Watson's totally getting traded, by the way.
I can't
he's
wait.
getting traded, and he's going to play somewhere. I'm telling you right now. It's the NFL has
Carolina.
no reason to come out and say these types of things that they've been saying lately. So they are clearing the way for Deshaun Watson to be traded and to take the field, and it is going to be a firestorm. I would have to imagine.
Oh, yeah.
once he takes the field, and once that trade goes down, and
I mean,
so
that's a
the
press
organization that
conference
does
in
it
hell.
is
PR, yeah.
You
HR,
know,
probably human relation,
and-
everything.
that's one of those that might be an opportunity where no player like that is ever acquired at such a low price or even has ever been traded in the league, a young quarterback that we've seen. But at the same time, if things go wrong legally, you're mortgaging multiple first round picks and you're up, S Creek without a paddle. So
It's a risky mortgage, and being someone that's studying mortgages at this time, it's almost like a reverse mortgage where you don't want to get into it. It's a very risky business. You could wind up losing or foreclosing on that loan, and I would definitely steer you away from it. It's not a good idea. It's not, because guess what? If the allegations are true, you may lose everything.
But
Everything.
what about if you put in, language in the trade? He has to be a starter next year to get the first. If not, you get a fourth or something.
I mean,
Well, we
yeah.
see
Playing
that with the
time,
Carson
but
Wentz trade. I
Who's
would
to
have
say?
think
Who's
they're
to say
happy
Houston would
with him.
accept something like that, though?
true, or it happens and then they get nothing.
That's why he's sitting on their bench right now. They're making sure
They're
that he's
paying him.
not getting hurt.
They're paying him.
I think that's what it is. They didn't want him to get hurt, so they can still trade him. That he's still worth something, and that's what it is. Like they're already past it. Tyrod Taylor's probably starting next week.
Probably.
They like Davis Mills, man. There's
Nah,
been
they said
rumors
Tyrod's
about getting
starting.
another quarterback.
They don't want
so-
Tua, man. Yeah, start the
don't
veteran.
want
Who
Tua.
cares? They don't want Tua because they want to build around Mills.
Yep. But you still roll out Tyrod Taylor when he comes back.
Yeah, why not?
They're
They're
like the worst team in the league.
shut up,
I
Brad.
mean,
You should.
Shut
Why
up,
don't you
Brad.
play Mills?
just play Mills. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got.
No. I need Tyrod to play the rest of the year, man.
I think it's like, we'll give
Well,
it to
don't care
Tyrod.
what you want, Chef.
Nah, they'll say we'll give it to
I'm
Tyrod.
Baker Mayfield today. I get what I want.
Oh, we don't care what you want, Baker Mayfield.
Yo, bro, what's your next commercial?
Right? Just go film another commercial.
Dude,
I
I
mean,
swear to God,
I've got the insurance for his labrum. You know what I mean?
I think
You
Baker
ever wonder
Mayfield.
why other quarterbacks don't work it in their contract to live in the stadium? Like, it seems like a pretty good deal that Baker's hooked up there with the
Kanye
Browns,
does it.
So
I'm a
much
quarterback.
I
space.
date
Build me a
an
house.
Instagram model,
Yeah.
and I live in the stadium. Cook turkeys in the fryer.
Seems like a great
They're
deal.
married now,
Crescent
bro.
rolls.
They're
Are they?
married.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, they got
married
married.
to a IG
Congrats.
Come
model.
on.
Don't tell my wife upstairs, please.
I think Baker is better for Hollywood, not Brown. Hollywood, the LA, instead he is the NFL. He could make a better career in Hollywood.
That's fine. I mean, I am great either way on the
Yeah,
field.
Baker.
When I have my players around me, when I have Nick Chubb, when I have Kareem Hunt,
Dearness
when I
Johnson.
have when I no, I don't need Dearness Johnson. No one needs Dearness Johnson.
The Ravens do.
Anthony Schwartz, I like that young kid.
20.
What we do need to do as coming from the Browns side of things, we need to get rid of OBJ. He's done after this season. See you later. Bye. Landry, you deserve something, but you keep getting hurt as well. That might be a good spot
Which
for
tight end do you like?
Allen Robinson to go to. No, I wouldn't mind Allen Robinson going to the Browns.
In the
I wouldn't
offseason.
hate that.
I got a question.
I agree. It'd be nice to see.
Baker, what tight end is your favorite?
Njoku.
You were supposed to say
Oh,
your wife's.
dude.
He's a Jersey guy. I have to say. No, I say.
I
Yeah,
heard
that's
that.
pretty funny. That's pretty funny. 'Cause funny enough, he did grow up in the same area as my wife grew up, so that works.
Really?
Remember his tweet? He tweeted out like was it cousin is on the high school.
Yeah, my
team?
nephew. My
Nephew.
nephew's on the high school baseball team, and Njoku went to one of his games.
That's oh yeah,
I thought
that's
you were talking
right.
about-
Yeah, Cedar Grove.
That's right.
Yeah, that was because he like quote tweeted it or something. It was so cool.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Isn't it crazy? Those little moments just like mean a lot. Like I know like some
Yeah.
famous person that I like will like a tweet. I'm like, oh my god, he liked it or she
I
liked
think
it.
am I wrong for
Cornelius
starting to
Bennett
think that I
liked
may
my
burn
tweet
my
the other
Twitter
day.
account to the ground?
You're gonna sell it for $50? What?
Yeah, I might just like burn it to the ground. Like I'm done with it. Like all the crap and the bull crap
Sell
that
it.
goes on with Twitter, like this high school media crap. Like I joined Twitter because I knew I was getting fantasy content,
Mm-hmm.
and now it seems like I'm getting fantasy crap. I'm getting high school crap.
Change up your feed, bro.
Yeah, I guess. Like, how many people do I have to
Unfollow
block? But
people.
once you block somebody, you get more crap. I'd rather have a torn labrum than deal with the crap that's going on Twitter lately. So if any of you that are watching this,
Baker right now?
you know what? I don't care if you attack my Twitter account. I actually probably need the engagements because I don't go on as much anymore because of all the crap. So until the crap stops, I may just mute the whole thing except for, our fun.
Are you
chat.
Baker right now or no?
I'm a little bit of both. I'm a little pissed.
I didn't know how to interpret that to be honest.
See, I just stick around because Michael Stoyanov of Blossom fame follows me.
Is that
That's pretty
who's
cool.
the weather person?
Oh, Mike Nelson.
Shout
I have
out.
I have a couple news people from here that follow me. It's kind of weird. Like my favorite news anchor follows me.
That's so cool. I mean, like, dude, that's cool.
It's weird.
Does he have a news? Does he? Oh wait, news anchor, not weather.
No, he's not a weather guy. I have a weather guy. I have two weather guys, and one of the weather guys lives in our name.
Like Jackson Storm.
Yeah, shout out Joe Martucci. Joe Martucci from
Mike
Atlantic
Nelson
City.
and
Ryan Hale. You know, they don't have if they don't have weathermen name or weather women name, like they can't do the job.
Gloria Gusty.
Gust, I mean, gust of wind.
Morning Sun Mariucci. That works.
All right. Halloween candy. I know we have movies in it, but I just put that in the title. Best Halloween candy. So this is like what we want if we're trick-or-treating or buying at the store. Or both, I guess.
We want to get when we're trick-or-treating.
What I wanted to get when I'm trick-or-treating?
Yes.
All right, I'm the 101. I'm not gonna name a brand, but I am gonna the king size candy bar.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Just any king size candy.
I think we're just doing brands.
Size candy
what's your
bar.
but it's you what is your favorite?
Brands, bud.
We gotta do brands.
We gotta do brands. Oh, then I don't want to do.
Come on,
already
Butterfinger,
done the candy draft, so maybe
Snickers.
that was just the road trip draft, but
That was the road trip snacks draft.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Reese's peanut butter cups are my favorite.
Yeah, I feel
shout out
like
to
Reese's
Brad.
peanut butter cups.
You
Unless you're
son
a
of
peanut
a-
allergy, you pretty much have to be the 101.
I
They're the
love
best
Reese's
candy on the
peanut butter
planet.
cups.
Is it a pasta case? Oh shit, I'm almost up. I don't know what the fuck I want.
Nate Burleson follow. Good job, Brad.
I know.
Nice.
I feel like it's almost like trading cards, kind of.
Who follows me?
I've got a Woody Page, a Pat Fitzmaurice, and a Matthew Berry.
I got Pat Fitzmaurice.
I do too. I don't have
Love
Matthew
Pat.
Berry though.
I do not have the
Love
Matthew
Pat.
Berry tag. Scott Fish he's worth something.
Yeah.
I won't flex. I'll keep it private.
Okay, so I guess I'm up, and this is easy. I'm going Butterfinger.
I got you guys following me. What'd you say?
Butterfinger. Yeah.
Get stuck in your teeth. I don't know.
It does, but
I
dude,
like it,
but
Butterfinger's
it's so
fucking
worth it.
bomb, bro. Or bomb. I'm trying not to swear as much. Sorry, guys.
Fail.
I know, but that's just me.
It happens.
All right,
Corey.
good day.
I don't know, dude. I'm just gonna go with Sour Patch Kids.
Come on, Corey.
man.
that
Get
was
those on
mine.
Halloween.
Yeah, dude. The little like
Yeah, the little
fun-sized
bag. I got it, dude. Yeah, what are you talking about?
Okay,
Not the big bag.
All right,
It's like
all right,
just
all right, all right. I'm sorry.
There's nothing wrong with.
It's
with
like a
Sour
this
Patch.
size bag.
Yeah.
There's like 6 to 8 in them, you know?
Is
Yeah.
that a battery pack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just showing.
You get batteries for Halloween?
Hey, dude,
Trick or
never know.
treat.
I got to go with
Dude.
Snickers. So
Oh. Yeah. I just don't like Snickers.
I love
okay.
Snickers.
I love
dude.
Snickers.
Everybody's different.
I don't like you.
I still love you and
Other
respect
one-
you, Jeff.
Oh, my bad, my bad. I do like you. My bad.
Skittles would be my other one, I think. Just take the
Damn.
Skittles.
Okay, I'm gonna go peanut M&Ms.
Damn it, I knew that wasn't coming
Dude,
back to me.
straight sniped. Oh.
I don't
Okay.
really care for the peanut. I like that peanut butter ones.
Oh, wait. Yeah. But I'm going to go Reese's Pieces
Oh, okay.
because they're better than the peanut butter M&Ms. In my
Are they
opinion.
better than the Reese's that I have on here?
No.
No,
Nothing's better than the Reese's peanut butter cups.
They
dude,
are the
you
one.
guys gotta throw them in the freezer.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Throw
All right.
Sour Patch Kids in the freezer too. You'll thank me later.
I have two back to
Interesting.
back. Oh man.
I don't even know candy anymore, dude. I don't even like candy.
Man.
Like I don't.
I like.
I mean, I love
Yeah,
Jolly
I do.
Ranchers.
I do like. Oh, nice, dude. Am I doing that? Is that your?
Yeah, do that. Jolly Ranchers are a
What's
good one.
everyone's favorite?
Which one's my favorite? The
Yeah.
cherry.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Always been a big
Anyone
cherry
down
Jolly
there?
Rancher fan.
I'm a
And
blue.
then you know what? The Halloween candy. How about blow pops?
Oh,
Yeah,
shut
okay.
up.
Oh, good stuff, dude.
That is That is my brand. What are you doing here? That was all mine all the way.
Oh my God, Jeff, I love, dude. We've said it all. Me said it all the time, but when we went to our Airbnb at Canton, dude, Jeff had that thing stocked with blow
The
pops.
sour apple
Gatorade.
blow pop is awesome.
Blow pops are phenomenal.
Jeff loves the blow pops, dude. And I love it, dude.
That's awesome. We see we all like the same candy and everything. You know, it's meant to be.
Aw.
Nate.
Dude, this is easy. I
Really
can't believe
bad.
nobody else is taking the Kit Kat.
Oh, yep, that's a good one. That's
And that one also does really well in the freezer.
Oh, cool. I love frozen candy, dude. I do love candy. I just don't buy them because, like, when you buy it, they're gone immediately. Oh, I'm up. Okay, Starburst. Like that little 2-pack, you know. Sometimes you get the, you know. I'm taking the whole Starburst. Is it not Starburst? Yeah, we'll buy the S.
One of my favorite candies that I can only get at Halloween is the big gummy lifesavers that have like sugar around them. They're delicious. The big gummy lifesavers. So those are really good. And
like
then
a peach ring.
it's kind of like a peach ring, but bigger, but then lifesaver flavored.
Oh, cool. Like a
They're
peach ring.
watch, you know, when you're trick or treating, watch out for them. They're good.
Cool.
And then the other one I'm going to go. So today I sent a tweet about, I really like the fruit flavored Tootsie Rolls, the little one. So I think that
Orange is the best, dude.
Those are good.
Dude, those things stick to my teeth so bad. It drives me nuts.
Says the guy that took Butterfinger.
Butterfinger doesn't stick to my teeth nearly as bad as the Tootsie Rolls.
Okay.
Don't
Like,
all
not
candy
even
stick to your
close.
teeth? Like
No.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not the way the gummy stuff does. That's my problem with
Guys,
it.
I'm so happy I just thought of this.
Yeah.
The caramel apple suckers.
Oh.
Yeah,
Hey now.
those do stick to your teeth too.
Dude, the little green guys with the caramel on top.
Yeah, I
dude.
gotcha.
I love those things.
I'm not a big candy guy. I'm a health.
Yeah.
I'm a health
Me
nut.
either. But when I have my candies. I don't eat them very often, but
I'm just happy no one said what I'm thinking so far. So Nate.
all right. So I'm gonna go with the caramello bar.
Oh,
That's a good one. I don't know that they really, that's
All
a
right,
good choice.
and then I don't know how this
Jeff's like, I'm done.
fell back to me. It's probably the worst candy, but for the 404, I will take candy corn.
that's what I was just saying.
No,
dude.
candy
So
corn's
happy.
amazing.
Candy
I
corn
wasn't-
sucks.
It's
You
pure
shut
sugar.
your mouth.
It's pure sugar. He lost his mic on that one. What did you throw behind your head?
It was
Man.
a lighter. It was a lighter, and it landed on my mic.
I thought he looked like
Dude.
he threw his mic over his head.
Jackson loves candy corn. And so we've been
Yes.
using it to where it's like, if you stay in bed until your clock turns green, you can have 8 pieces of candy corn.
All right,
And
I
it
think I
works
won
like
this
a
draft.
charm. You
I
did,
think
probably.
I won this draft finally. Yes.
I feel like I won this draft though.
I don't know. I'll
It
take
just
mine.
depends what you like.
Yeah.
You snag blow pops though. That you got Reese's and you snag blow pops.
and candy corn in the 4th round.
Yep.
Okay, so speaking of candy corn, right? Do you know how to make candy corn taste like Reese's?
why
Stir in
don't you
peanut
just
butter
eat Reese's?
and chocolate.
Do you take a handful of candy corn
Peanuts?
and a handful of peanuts?
That's what people are saying. That's what
Candy
I-
corn
on
and
the
peanuts.
timeline,
It
they're
tastes like
telling me.
butter, or maybe it's Butterfinger at this point. I don't even remember, dude.
Oh
knows?
man, fail.